Science fiction is make-believe that has much of its basis in fact, some connection to what is provable and known. On the other hand, the occult is largely based on superstition and myth. And what we see on screen doesn't necessarily need to have its roots in anything real. In this regard, the next Star Trek is unusual. Some fans consider it to be a supernatural yarn. It carefully blurs the line between science fiction and the occult. We'll hear voices from beyond the grave, from the souls who once inhabited a long-dead planet, and we'll see a woman's body and mind possessed by spirits. And all this in a story that predated William Peter Blatty's head-spinning horror tale, The Exorcist, by about 4 years. Now, the Lights of Zetar. You might recognize the name of one of the writers of this episode, puppeteer Sherry Lewis. No, Lamb Chop isn't here, but Sherry's wonderful imagination is. Listen closely to this episode's musical score. Sound familiar? If the answer is yes, it's because you've heard it before. The producers borrowed the score from Where No Man Has Gone Before. Both episodes feature unknown alien forces, so the music works here just like a charm.
You're the sanest, the smartest, the nicest woman that has ever come aboard this ship.
Anything else?
Anything else, I'll keep to myself for the moment.
Another thing in terms of a love story, I did one with Scotty in a show called Lights of Zetar.
I didn't think Mr. Scott would go for the brainy type.
I don't think he's even noticed she has a brain.
And the problem you have with that is if you have a subsidiary, any of, rather, of the main three characters of Kirk, Spock, and McCoy in love, you have to do that without diminishing the roles of your three principals. So you have those kind of problems going for you.
Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott?
The leading man can be a most interesting character. Of course, it has to be written that way. The leading man, the hero, as against the leading man, the hero has to be on the horns of a dilemma all the time. He has to be making, should I go left or should I go right? And then the story tells you why everybody thinks he should go left and why everybody thinks he should go right. And then either something inside him or some external incident makes him go in a third direction, and that's the essence of a story of that kind. And so playing that can be really interesting for an actor, whether it's Hamlet or whether it's, Captain Kirk. Scotty really is unlucky in love. Maybe it's because although he's fond of the ladies, he's fonder of machinery. How many other times has he come close, but no cigar? Well, there was the dancer that he was accused of murdering in Wolf in the Fold, and getting jilted by Lieutenant Carolyn Palamas, who chooses the god Apollo over him and who mourns for Adonis. Better luck next voyage, Mr. Scott.